Coca-Cola doesn't make most of its money from Coke. Coca-Cola's biggest trick isn't the red can. It's making you think the red can is the business. The truth is, Coca-Cola's real money machine is the part you never see because it doesn't ride in the truck. Most people imagine the Coca-Cola company as a giant factory pumping out billions of bottles of Coke. That picture is emotionally satisfying. It's simple, it's visual, it feels real. But the company's own filings describe a very different engine. Coca-Cola often earns by selling beverage concentrates and syrups, including fountain syrup, to its authorized bottling partners, who then handle the heavy work of mixing, bottling, canning, moving, and selling finished drinks to retailers. In Coca-Cola's 2024 annual report, it spells this out directly. Concentrate operations generate revenue by selling concentrates and syrups and some finished beverages to bottlers. You see, the company isn't relying on Coke as a single finished drink sale, and it isn't relying on itself doing all the bottling and distribution. It's relying on a model where the high-value component is the formula base in the system, and Coca-Cola itself even contrasts the economics. Finished product operations generally bring higher net operating revenues, but lower gross profit margins than concentrate operations. That's corporate speak for the bottling-style business looks big on revenue, but it's heavier, costlier, and less profitable per dollar. To see how central this is, you don't have to guess. Coca-Cola breaks out the split. In its reporting, the company has historically shown what share of net operating revenues comes from concentrate operations versus finished product operations. For example, in the 2023 year shown in its annual reporting, concentrate operations accounted for a larger share of net operating revenues than finished product operations. The table shows 58% versus 42% for that year, and a similar split the year before. That doesn't mean Coke doesn't sell. It means the business is designed so the concentrate side, which is the formula base sold through the system, is a dominant pillar of revenue, and typically the more margin-rich side. The next thing most people miss is how Coca-Cola measures what's happening under the hood. It tracks unit case volume, like how many finished drinks get sold, and it separately tracks concentrate sales volume, because concentrate shipments can move differently than finished case sales depending on timing and bottler activity. In its full year 2024 results release, Coca-Cola explicitly talks about revenue growth being driven by price and mix and concentrate sales growth, not just more Coke cans. That's the company telling you its levers are system economics and concentrate performance, not simply pumping more cola. And there's a third layer to the headline that makes it even more accurate. Even if you only mean Coke as the flagship cola, Coca-Cola is not a one-product business. The company is a portfolio of categories and trademarks, and it reports performance across regions and beverage groupings. So the public sees Coke, but internally the company is managing a diversified beverage portfolio where one trademark is powerful, yet not the whole machine. So what's the clean, fact-check takeaway? Coca-Cola makes money through a global structure where bottlers and partners do much of the physical, expensive work, while Coca-Cola often captures value through concentrates and syrups, brand control, and system pricing power. And even when it sells finished beverages itself in some markets, it acknowledges that those operations typically carry lower margins than the concentrate side. The red can is the symbol that keeps your attention. The concentrate and system model is the engine that keeps the margins. Here's a quick question. Isn't it true that Coca-Cola is still producing those red cans because they give it identity, without which no one would actually buy the syrups?